How many times am I going to film this? I've been working on this book for around 2 years now, and I still have not finished it, like most people. I have the plot, I have the ideas, I have the characters, but for some reason, none of them seem to fit. I should also mention that this is not the first time I've written a book. I've written 2 before. I haven't finished them, but I wrote them at least. I've somewhat finished them. And I've written like short stories in between them. Some would say they sucked. They did suck. But they all have a little bit of charm to them, but mostly they sucked. This book, however, I don't know if it's just the scene, but nothing seems to want to stick. Like, I've been staring at the screen for almost 2 weeks now. A very heavy writer's block. And what usually helps is just completely rewrite the scene. But I don't know how else the scene is going to don't know how else the scene is going to play out, or this chapter, the rest of the book is going to play out without the scene. I just really want it in this book, but it doesn't want to be in this book. So I'm struggling with that. To preface this, I'm 29,000 words into this, and that is chapter 12. I'm not sure. I'm 29,000 words into this book, and I don't know where to go next. Like, I don't think that this is a difficult scene to write. I think my brain is just boycotting this entire project, which, I want to finish this book in the next month. I'm only 29,000 words in. I'm aiming for 100,000. I don't think that's possible in the next month, but you never know. If only my brain would work with me instead of against me. Anyway, I am going to try to wrench myself back from the trenches, and that is why I'm filming this, and this is my first video because I'm going to try and use this as a way to keep me accountable for writing, and we'll see how that goes. If I'm not consistent with writing, how am I going to be consistent with posting? So the first thing we're going to do, I have coffee right here. Always a must. Do a micro sprint where you write a very, very detailed outline of what happens next in the scene, and then you just write it. Like, you just sit down in no backspace, no editing, nothing, you just write it. This has helped before, but again, this scene doesn't know where it wants to go, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but I guess we'll see. Minutes on the clock. Let's go. For someone who has really bad writer's block, or did, that was pretty good. I did not expect that. I thought that this writer's block was still going to continue for like the next week. I think filming this really helped, because if I didn't, I would still be sitting here like I don't know what to do. I will say though, all of these words probably not going to stick. They also have to completely rewrite it, completely delete it in the second draft, but at least I have something down. I'm just going to leave it like this now. At least I know somewhat how the chapter is going to end. I know where the story is going. Again, it's a bit awkward because the characters, the way they're responding now, is not what I expected. But in any case, it's not how I want the final story to be, but it's something. Again, it's 9 now. Probably gonna get something to eat. We'll come back and then see what else we can get done for the day. I'm aiming for 1,000 words. I don't know though. We'll see. It's 10 a.m. now. I've been eating like half an hour ago, and I've just been doom scrolling. I honestly don't want to write, but I know I should write, because if I don't write, I'm just gonna fall back into writer's block, because I'm not confident in my writing right now, in my story right now, in my scene right now. So I'm gonna do a 10-minute sprint, and then we shall go from there. I'm gonna force myself to write something for this 10 minutes, and just so I know I did something, and then we will see what I get and what happens. Okay, so for that sprint I got 351 words. Not bad, not the best. I really struggled with that one because I was like, how do I want the scene to go? It's not going how I want it to, the way it is in my head. It was really rough. I deleted a lot and I just stared at the screen most of the time, but I am 29,000 words 600. What? I'm 29,600 words in total in the story, so I'm gonna try and get 30,000 words and then I'm gonna call it for the day, because I know myself, if I push myself too hard after I just got out of a writer's block, I'm gonna burn myself out and I'm gonna go back into the writer's block. So I'm not gonna do a sprint, I'm just gonna try and get to 30,000 and see how that goes. Okay, 10:49 and I got 30,000 words, 1,381 words for the day, which I think is not bad. It's pretty good actually. And I'm going to leave this video here. I don't think I'm gonna write any more for today. I'm still struggling with this chapter, but I'm still struggling with where I left it. I know tomorrow is also going to be hard, but one day at a time, you know. I'm gonna leave this video here. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'm gonna put a link tree down below where we have a Discord server and we just write together, you know. We support each other, try and motivate each other, have writing sprints, events. I don't know, maybe if you wanna come by, and I'll post updates on my book in there, if not here. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye.